Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm an engineer at Continue. We make open source AI coding assistants that live inside your editors. And today I have a very quick demo of how Continue works and how I use Continue personally. If there's anything that I want to say that I want you to take away from this demo, it's that number one, you're not writing code, you're writing music. Number two is rules, tools, models. So we're gonna make a to-do app because to-do is awesome. Okay, so once you get into VS Code, this is the UI you'll see. Continue lives on the sidebar, and right off the bat, I have a spec prepared. So I'm a pretty huge proponent of spec-driven development in that I want to use my brainpower to design and just think about what I want to code instead of actually like go into code and just go dive in immediately. So I have a very simple to-do app CLI specs here. And what Continue lets me do is as soon as I have the spec, I can attach it as a context with the @ symbol. Let me type super quick. And before I hit enter, I'm just gonna show you how Continue decides what model to use, what rules to use. So when I said rules, this is like basically a guardrail that like kind of shapes the way the model behaves. Right now I have a couple rules, the default, and I have a Korean rule. That's interesting. We are gonna not do that. Let's do OOP. Basically, it says, "Hey agent, please write an OOP code." And model, you can choose any model that you want for all the different roles here. So because I'm using chat, I'm going to use Cloud 3.7 Sonnet, but you can choose other things as well. And down here, what you can do is we have a chat mode where the model basically just like chats with you, kind of like how you would use in Cloud AI or Hot.ai, ChatGPT. But there's also plan mode and agent mode. And what plan mode does is that it gives the agent basically read access and some safe tools to better understand the code base. So I'm going to use plan and I'm going to press enter. Hopefully this just one shots itself and I don't have to do any other work, but you can see that we have a really nice UI where you can see all what the agent is doing. And what you can do here, I set it so that in plan mode, it can use any like read tools automatically, but usually you have to like give it permissions to run and you can set that granularly. So one thing I really love about Continue is the philosophy that you're in control and you get to choose how much the AI does. And I think that's really beautiful. And so that's the plan mode. And because it doesn't have any write access, note that it didn't actually generate anything. So if I go into agent mode and do this, hopefully it'll one shot. But I've done this 3 times before and they all seem to work. So I have a feeling that it'll work now as well. And whether I go over 5 minutes or not solely depends on how fast the Wi-Fi is and how fast my computer is. But hey, here we go. And you can see that it generated. We can just accept it like that. And that is created. And I intentionally made it so that this doesn't run because I don't like agents running terminal commands. But if we go into the terminal and say node app.js create one hello, and you should see that it's there. And I have 60 seconds, so another thing that I want to show is that you can use as little AI as you want. You can use as much AI as you want, and you can also like pinpoint where in the code that you want to use the AI for specifically. And so what I can do here is I can pass the context directly to the agent by pressing Control L, and you can see that the transfer of code between the actual editor and your agent is very simple. Instead of doing that, you can also not do that. You can also Control I to go into edit mode directly so that the model doesn't give you the whole, sure, let me fix this for you. The issue with this code, sometimes I don't want to see that. I don't have time for that. So I just want the model to just edit it. Add comments. Sorry, before I do that, I'm just gonna do a simple Star Wars rule because I like Star Wars. But you do this, and to add comments, you see that it has all the comments. You can accept or reject as granularly as you want, and it has Jedi puns because Star Wars. Thank you.